What is up, y'all? I believe we're live. Are we live? All right, guys, I'm full disclosure here. It's my first time going live from here on Google Hangouts. So are we live, guys? Yes, we are. Okay, what is up, y'all? Welcome to another Thursday Night Live Q&A. I did not have this one scheduled out. I've been messing around with all of my OBS's, S's, and just decided that until I get that figured out, I'm going to go live with the Google Hangouts. And here we are. So it probably will take a while for people to start rolling in. Yeah. So what is up tonight, Daryl? Do I have good audio and sound? Mile High Plecos is here. He says, yo, yo, yo. What is up, Mikey? Well, Daryl, I go at this time every Thursday night, and KG Tropicals goes right before me. Bam evidently must too, but I go at this time every Thursday night. I won't after a while. Sounds okay, I think. Okay. Just got back to the hotel. Sweet. Have a long day, did you? Pinky boy. Since my mic is going to show up, I might as well get it to where it really captures the full experience. Yeah, this one may very well be slow at the beginning, though, because I did not schedule it. 17 hours today. Good grief. Candy says she'll be in and out. Daryl says they will probably jump in here when they are done. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Keith Bordley is in the house. What is up, Keith? Nice to see you, buddy. Typical Candy. Yeah, no doubt. Right, Mikey? Reels Tanks is here. What's up, Reels? You guys that are rolling in here, I didn't get this scheduled because I've been messing around with both the old and the new OBS. And I just decided to try to not get the reverb tonight to go on Google Hangouts and see how that went. And we'll see. Jeremy H is here. Howdy doody. What is up, Jeremy H? Ray's Fish Room is here. Koi Dragon Aquatics is here. Jeff Chambers. Sunshine Aquatics, Loaves and Fishes. Eric Truitt. What is up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Tonight is the Thursday night Q&A live stream. After what I announced the other night, there'll only be another one of these because next week, the last week of the month, will be my last 3 streams a week for a while anyhow. I'm going to go back to 1 streams a week at the beginning of the year. So Susan for SLC Aquatics is here. Hey, Bubba. What's up, Susan? Fish Out of Water Aquariums is here. Shelby Ray Lane is here. I made a live stream, 2 of them today. Yay. Mike Lowry is here. Blessed good night to you and the fam, bro. Nice to see you, buddy. Mike Howe from MHow9 is here. What is up, bud? Prolific Breed is here. Lurking, I'm at choir rehearsal. Let's see here. Anthony's Fishy Friends is here. What's up, Anthony? No, we need our 3 nights a week live stream fix. Yeah, I'm going to, at least, at the beginning of the year, start out slow, I mean, there's enough people going live throughout the week to be able to get your fix for sure. OMG, did you know Dirty Jobs? It's back on TV now. I did not know that. I know while it was away, I was following Mike on his Facebook. He had some awesome Facebook videos every once in a while. Melvin from Phoenix Aquatics 411 is here. What's up, Melvin? Dan Slee is here. Hey, all. And sorry, Jeffro, I didn't get back to you on your email. Crazy day for me. Yeah, no problem. I should have probably got to you last night, too. But I think I've got it figured out because last night I did a 30-minute stream on my old OBS. And for the first 20 minutes, audio, video was good. Now, the video on the old OBS was kind of trash. It was kind of like what I'm seeing right now. A lot of, not able to set your white balance and all that kind of stuff. I haven't messed around. I'm on Google Hangouts tonight, and I haven't messed around with this at all to try to see if I can change color and all that. I'm looking pretty good, but some of the stuff in the background isn't looking the best in the world. But the old OBS at the 22-minute mark last night did the reverb just like the new OBS does. So I don't think it's an OBS problem unless it's a settings problem, but I think that there's just something that the way the OBS is set up, that there's something in one of my drivers that's picking up, even though I got it disabled, I think is what it is. And it's just a matter of finding which one and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see who all else just popped in. Mike Lowry, question time yet? Yeah, you guys ask away, and whenever I get down in the chat and I see a question, I will stop and get on it. Matthew Moore Cichlids is in the house. Yeah, I like 50 live streams. My God, yeah, no doubt, right? Anthony's fishy friend says, as much as I'd like to have 3 streams a week, keep yourself sane, brother. It hasn't been that hard, but I think it would allow me more time. I've got 40 aquariums set up now. And like last night, I did the dining room water change for the first time since I added the 3 new tanks in there. So now that makes 17 tanks in there in one night. And that was a job. It just will give me more time. Even though my Monday night live stream has been like a water changes live stream and I do the water changes during it, it still will allow me more time. That night I can do editing or, shoot a video for the upcoming week. I've started getting behind. I'm still, I still got 4 videos uploaded to YouTube for the next 2 weeks, but I've just got to where I don't think 3 videos a week are helping me. 3 live streams a week is really helping me. I don't think it's really helping my channel. I think it did for a little bit help me get a little more traction, get a little bit bigger of a following. But, I'm pretty much one of the only ones that goes on Saturday nights, and that Saturday night one is probably the one that I'll keep. And we'll see how it goes. If I need to add more, I'll come back to that then, and then every once in a while, maybe do a mobile, Mikey says, I get to go back home tomorrow. This should be my last hitch up here. Thank God. Well, I'm proud for you, man. Big City Betta says, Jeffro, dang, killing it with so many streams lately. Way to hustle. Glad I could finally make one. I started live streaming in February, and this is my 95th live stream. Mob Guppy is here. What is up, Peter? Nice to see you, buddy. Matthew Moore says, gonna lurk, just so you know. No problem. Turbofish is in the house. Perfect. Needed a boring show to fall asleep to. JK, hope you're doing good, homie. Nice to see you, Jeff. I'm digging that new turtle that you got for your wife. It's nice. Candy says she has 2 streams going in her ears. Did you say 1 stream a week now? Probably the first week of January. I'll probably go back to just Saturday nights. talked to a bunch of different creators, and you know, at the end of the year, I always try to come up with a goal for the next year, and a plan, like an upload. I'll probably still do my 2 uploads a week. I'm for sure going to do that, because there was lots of times this year I could have uploaded 3 or 4 videos a week. I really could have, and I could have kept up with it, and it wouldn't have been no problem. But then when I started adding the extra live streams in, that got rid of that, and then it made it harder for me to get the 2 uploaded. I still was not in any danger of not uploading, but this will just give me more time to do more things. And yeah, I think it's a good thing. Someone said, hi, Jeffro, you need YouTube Anonymous. Yeah, I know Mikey was one of the biggest ones that whenever I added Monday nights, he was like, you're crazy. He was like, you don't need to do that. And, to me, it was no big deal. It really wasn't. And that's not the reason why I'm quitting them, because it was hard to do. It's just, you sit down and you think, do I really need to? Do I need to do 3? I mean, there's a few people out there that can't get your 1 live stream, so they'll pick up the other one. But just about every one of my live streams, there's, 50 plus at every live stream, so I think that we'll be fine. Mike says, I give you credit. I am good with 1 a week. Yeah, after I got going a ways, another big reason why I added more was after I got going a ways, I was like, man, could I hit 100 live streams this year? And, if you think about it, there's 52 weeks in a year. That's almost an average of 2 live streams a week. And I did it in less, because I think it was like the 3rd week of February that I started. So, yeah, I mean, 100 live streams in a year is pretty much doing 2 a week for sure, average. And to top it off, since I started going live, I've only missed 1 live stream, and that was Memorial Day weekend. I went out of state to see the family, but I uploaded a video for a surprise on that day. This Saturday night, I'm going out of state, but I am going to go live from my cell phone from my mom's house. I don't know how long I'll go live, but I got to keep up. Like, I want to hit the 100 for sure, since it's close enough to do. Holy crap, that's a whole lot of streams. Yeah. Jeff from Valley Fish is here. What is up, Jeff? Nice to see you, buddy. We should vote. Rob Meyer says we should vote. I did a community tab button and gave some different choices probably a couple of weeks ago. I did a little post about it, probably 2 weeks ago now. And most of the people were, do what you want, Now what am I going to do for those days? Matthew Moore Cichlid says 699. Woohoo, almost there. Sweet. We need to start a support group. Yeah, no kidding, right? Reels Tank said, I thought you was the live stream king. It was your claim to fame. Yeah, I know, right? There was, this summer, typically if you've got a YouTuber that does go live, quite a bit throughout the week, typically in the summertime, they go less because people stop showing up to your live streams in the summertime. Well, my live streams kept on going strong. And in the wintertime, they're going to pick up because more people are less active in the wintertime. And, technically this is when I should have picked up, but there's some real data out there that shows that multiple ones a week don't really help, I don't think it was hurting my channel. The views on my live streams are pretty much the same as my views on my regular uploads. I don't really think it was really hurting me, but we are going to have withdrawals. Yeah, no. You guys want to see something funny? Watch Jeff's first couple streams. Yeah, that was the big deal. Like somebody not too long ago, you know, I go live 3 times a week, and they still were going back watching some of my old ones. Like they couldn't get enough of me, but they were going back, and every once in a while they would comment on one of my old ones, and I was just thinking cringe, you know. This one so far, nobody's complaining of audio or video problems, but oh man, there was a stretch there at the beginning where it was taking me forever to get things figured out, and lots of audio issues, lots of video issues. You know, by the end of this, I will be a master. You know, I mean, this is my 95th one. I've had just about every problem there is, and there was no reason to be even going on the OBS tonight because I just knew what it was going to be. So this will be a real test. If I make it an hour on this one tonight, I know that it's got to do with something with the setting in my computer that OBS doesn't like. You know, that's all there is to it. Yep, congrats, Matthew. Adrian Castillo is in the house. What's up, man? The live streams during the week were my favorite. I would listen to them while I did homework. Yeah, I know. It's not to say that I won't pop some in here and there every once in a while. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll get so caught up that you know, I'll be able to add extra ones in later. Brandon from Mr. B's Fish and Things is here. Hey, Jeff, can't stay. Got to work in the morning. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Nice to see you. Not Nola Jane is here. Can't get enough of the Jeffroz. Mile High Pleco says you still have audio and video issues. Aquaballs is in the house. What's up, buddy? Kevin from Mortal Slayer 82 is in the house. And Carbon Really. Our Aquatics is here. What's up, guys? You know you will miss us and start it up again. Yeah, I know, right? And, you know, those mobile ones do really good. I mean, my last mobile live stream, which it has a crappy thumbnail, my last mobile stream, like, did 100 more views than what my regular live streams do. Yeah, and I think this one live stream a week will also be pretty nice because the Saturday night one is our hangout stream. It'll be the night where I'll start bringing in some guests, you know, here and there. And, you know, it might even be one of those type of deals where I'm promising at least 1 stream a week and 2 uploads a week. But it might be where I just go and do one here and there every once in a while. If I just feel like going live tonight, just pop on and go live, you know. I like being subscribed to YouTubers that do those kind of things. The nice surprises. Jamie McDonald's in the house. Hey, Jeff. Hello, everyone. What is up, Jamie? Nice to see you, buddy. Just remember to plug in the camera. Yes, definitely. That is a must. Mikey is hungry. He needs pizza. I've got pizza in there. I had some pizza tonight. Yep, Mortal Slayer 82 says Dank as a special guest. I will definitely have Dank as a special guest. I probably would have already had Dank as a special guest, but you know, the last few weeks he's been like he's working right now. He's been working during my live stream, so let's see here. I just ordered a pizza. Yeah, I had a bacon cheeseburger pizza tonight. It was really good. I'm trying to get used to figuring out where everything is on this thing. Says that I got 42 people watching. Candy, if you are still here, how is my audio? Do I need to turn it up at all? Is it too loud? Yada, yada, yada. Who's Dank? Yeah, Mikey. Dank is this guy. He's just this guy. Martin Ramirez is in the house. What is up, Martin? John Bedker is here. He says 9 a.m. Central Standard Time Sundays is a great stream time. KG Tropicals did it for a week or two, but then quit. Was great before football. I liked it too. I liked that time slot to sit here in my PJs and watch it during coffee. By the way, John, the other night when I was having the reverb and you were kind of trolling me in the chat, that was really good, man. I mean, it was perfect. Like you were like, I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And I'm thinking, man, he must have won at poker tonight. And then a little bit later, you were like Lou Gehrig's speech, you know, and I wasn't getting it still. I didn't even get it until after the stream. I think I was watching it on the replay. That was a good one, man. You got me good. Audio is good. Thanks, Candy. Rob Myers says we got a half-mile pleco as a guest. Yeah, I was like calling mile low plecos one time or something. I can't remember. Audio is really good. Thanks, Ken. I had a really exciting thing happen last night. So I had this tank over here spawn that little project thing that I'm working on, which I'm making a video on it right now. And I was doing water changes on the Cheese Creek plecos, which I made that video this last weekend. So you guys will see it, I think, this next week. But anyhow, they had never caved up since I got them. They've always stuck to like the bottom side of the driftwood and different things like that. And last night I took some water out of this tank since it just spawned and did the little pheromone trick. And instantly when I did that, my male and my female both caved up. And they had not done that ever since I got them. I thought that was pretty cool. Matthew Moore says, I'm scheduling live streams between their commercials. Mile High Pleco says you're a mile low Pleco. Oh, you just saw a blue-eyed Pleco at your LFS? Cool. Yeah, my LFS called me or sent me a message last night. I was needing to go. It was like 5:30. My LFS closes at 6. I needed to go get some crickets, and I was on a video call with someone, and I said, I got to go. My LFS just texted me, and he wants 5 albino ancestris. So I got off the phone, and my albino ancestris are really easy to catch. Out of all my plecos, they just go to the glass, and you just scoop them, and boom, they go into the net every time. Them guys down there. And 10 minutes after he sent me the message, I had 5 albino ancestris there. Mile High Plecos do male bristle nose have to have the real long bristles to know that they are mature enough to breed. It really doesn't have much to do with their bristles. I mean, I would think that those that I sold you, I think they were 4 months old whenever you got them, somewhere around 4 months old. I've done them in like when they're 8 months old, but it's usually around a year old. What is up, Dank Tanks? Dank Tanks is in the house. What is up, brother? Nice to see you. Benjamin P says, what's going on, Jeffro and company? Not too much. Dank Tank says, mine were breeding before bristles were long nubs. Really? Yeah. I've had that happen before too. Science Gal Aquatics is in the house. What is up, Carrie? Nice to see you. Once you see them going towards their heads, you know. Dank Tank says, stuck at work, but on a stony break. Thought I'd stop in. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty then. Have a good one, Danky. River Pigs is in the house. Hello, Jeffroz chat. How is everyone? Well, what is up, River Pigs? Stogie? Yeah, not Stony yet. LOL. That's after work. Oh, man, that's a good one. Dank and his big old what do we call them? The Vienna sausage fingers typing on his cell phone. Let's see here. Thanks, was just wondering. I know I got a male albino and at least one super red. Yep, I think my super red spawned 6 months after I got them, and they were like around an inch long whenever I got them. So I'm thinking that they were somewhere around 8 months old whenever I got them to spawn. But that's usually if you can get them to spawn within 6 months, you're really doing something. It's usually somewhere closer to a year, actually. Tank says I'm the one with the Viennas. Yeah, whatever. The Frankfurters. Yeah, that's you tonight. All righty. Let's see here. Got to remember to stop doing the because the new mic picks it up better. All right, we got 46 people here. Remember, we're halfway through the live stream, and tonight is the Q&A live stream. You know, this one and next week could be the last one of those. So if you guys can think of any questions that you have, feel free to shoot them at me. We got about 30 minutes left here. And yeah, I don't really have anything new going on. I'm going to go out of town this weekend. Looking forward to that. Tomorrow I've got an office day, but I do have to go out for one thing in the afternoon. Other than that, I need to get some laundry done. I probably not going to do any water changes before I leave. Aqua Apprentice is in the house. What's up, Aqua? Nice to see you, buddy. Off of subject, I love my new avatar. It is really nice. Why is Snow White and rain is clear? I think snow is just white because it's frozen, and that's just what color it kind of turns. Laundry, don't remind me. Yeah, I need to get laundry done because I don't want to come back to a bunch of dirty laundry, and I want to have a bunch of clean clothes for us to leave. Favorite substrate? Ooh, that's pretty tough. I like the flu ball, but you've got to have something underneath it really to plant stuff really good, you know. So I would say, you know, like, gosh, what's that one stuff that I always put under my flu ball? It's like black and it's like got a liquid in the bag and stuff like that. I like to do that and flu ball for planted aquariums. Just your regular old aquarium, instead of putting gravel or something like that in it, I don't mind. The pool filter sand is good. A couple of tanks not too long ago, I did pea gravel, and I really like that. You can get that at like your Lowe's or Menards or something like that. I really like that one. It's kind of dirty when you get it, so you got to rinse it. But yeah, I really like that one a lot. I really like to go bare bottom on a lot of stuff too. Yep, Mikey says glass. That really is technically my favorite substrate, is no substrate at all. Joseph from JH Aquatics is here. What's up, Joseph? Vinoxky Tank is here. Good evening, everyone. What is up, Vinoxky? Shelby Ray Lane says this. How are you liking it? Working well or still too new for you to have an opinion yet? I love it. As long as you've got a high flow pump. Like this little tank right there. If you can see the surface agitation, it does have a hang on the back on one side, so it's really kind of hard to tell. But if you can see down in that tank, maybe I'll turn the light on so you can see it better. Hang on a second. All right, so you see those little bubbles coming up. That's where my Zis filter is on that tank. And that tank just has your little small run-of-the-mill air pump on it. The biomedia is fluidized really, really good, and it's moving really nice. but it doesn't create a lot of surface agitation because that pump is a little wimpy pump. But I've got those 320 longs that are hooked into my central air system, and those fire up crazy. You know, they work really, really good. The one tank that I do have livestock in, I did put a cycled sponge filter in there along with it because I just really didn't know if that filter had really cycled good yet, you know. And after I did that, you know, my tank cycled really good. So I really like them. I think they're going to be really good for ammonia. That's what I think the best thing is going to be is I think for a while I'm going to run sponge filters along with them. You know, like the other two tanks, I think I'm going to put some sponge filters in there with them. But I really like them a lot. Eco Complete is that other one. Yes, it is. I don't know why I always forget that, but an Eco Complete with Fluval Stratum over the top of it is a really good one that I like for planted aquariums. Let's see here. Where did that go? There it is. Trying Eco Complete for next planted tank. Thanks all. Eco Complete is good. Dealing with tannins from new driftwood. Any tips to speed up the leaching? I think you can boil the wood and boil out the tannins. You can boil out the tannins. That speeds it up. I know a lot of people that do they'll make like a tannin tea. Like Dank makes tannin tea for all of his new tadpoles because that's really good for them whenever they're a tadpole. And he'll take Mopani wood and stuff like that and boil it, and it leaches all the tannins out of it. So that's one thing you can do if you've got a thing big enough to do it. I love the tannins though. Sunshine Aquatic says, is it this filter or that filter? Oh, okay, I get it. I thought you had a real question there for a second. What's your favorite light? I gave the Poffy light from Amazon a try and am loving it. Very strong light. I'm thinking it's a medium to high light. I don't really necessarily have a favorite light. I mean, my lights are all cheap, and the biggest reason why is because I've just got 40 aquariums. I would like to get out there this year and buy I've got like 3 planted aquariums that would be worth having a good planted aquarium light on. So, you know, right now I'm just running cheap stuff. As far as the last probably 10 lights that I bought are the Aquaneats. They're really, really cheap. And the ones that I've been getting have been growing my plants pretty good. They're just really, really bright. Can take quite a while depending on type. Yeah, especially Mopani. Mopani is a hardwood. You know, like in a tank, Mopani will leach out tannins for like a year, you know. Dub Rexy 21 says, Jeffro, I wish you a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. You too, bud. Jesse from HC Aqua is here. What's up, Jesse? Let's see here. Yeah, Mopani is a hardwood, and it will, if you just put it in your tank, it will leach out tannins like for a year or longer even. Devin Peppers is in the house. What's up, Devin? Going to pick up some tanks right now, Jesse. Awesome. It's always a good time. I need sell like 6 tanks. You need to sell 6 tanks. Tannins are awesome. Don't get rid of the tannins. I would feel like I wasted something if I got rid of my tannins. To me, that is like money in the bank. Like, I love the tannins. I think tannins can even I feel like that they can really even help with spawning and stuff too, because they changed the the water chemistry a little bit, and then you do a water change and that changes the water chemistry. And yeah, I don't know. I think tannins all around are a good thing. I like them. Excuse me. Good grief. Hang on just 1 second. I got to go get me a water, guys. Be right back. All right, we are back. Had to go get me an agua. Big City Beta says tannins make a tank look sexy. JH says I make West Indian almond leaf tea for my tanks. Copy that. Tannins are sexy. Yeah. John Bedker says, how many L183s do you have left? How big are they? Any females? I've got 4, and I know for sure I've got a big fat female. I won't know until not this weekend, but next weekend, really what I've got. I'm going to take them out and put them into a new system. And whenever I get them out, I'm going to make a video on it and get them in some specimen containers and really check them out and look them over really good. And I know they're all sexable, but they are so nocturnal that they only will come out to eat when the lights have been off for 10 minutes or longer. And whenever I get a flashlight down there to look, it is just, they're gone. And, you know, I did a live stream a couple of weeks ago when I did one every day of the week, you know, and I got a pretty decent look at one that was caved up, but I think it was a female. I'm pretty sure it just had the bristles on the front of the nose. But I will definitely let you know, because and they're big, you know, I've got some big ones. I would say all of my L183s are probably all breeding age, but I kind of messed up. I put them in a planted aquarium, and, you know, that's not really the best breeding setup. If you get plecos to breed in a planted aquarium, it's just because it has to be, you know, I mean, it's just perfect timing, yada, yada, yada. I mean, this one over here, I can get spawns in it all the time. You know, 30 days from now, I can put a male in there and get another spawn. But those tanks have so many. I mean, this is, you know, a jungle, but that one has like great big giant piece of Mopani that they can all get under. They're just not ever together, you know, enough. So I'm going to put them in a 20 long, the same setup as what I did with my Cheese Creek, and try to give it a go. Mike says, I got some new fish today. Excited to see how they turn out. What'd you get, bud? Jeff, take it easy on the fat female comments. Yeah, thanks, Mikey, for pointing that out. Yada, yada, yada. So I'm new to your channel, so forgive me if you have done an update on this. I just saw your DIY Pleco video, which was hilarious. How are those treating you? So are you talking about the Pleco Caves Geo Aquariums? Those Pleco Caves, if that's what you're talking about, are amazing. You know, Ancestris, whenever they deposit their eggs, they deposit them on the top, and then the male goes in there and fertilizes. But once that's done, I always pull my eggs out, And in all these water spikes and ceramic caves and stuff, you know, you got to take a butter knife up in there and scrape around and be careful. And they're just kind of a pain. Well, these, that top lid, the slate, just pulls off. And then you've got the eggs right here, and you just take your little scraper and just scrape them right off into the breeder box, you know. And that's what I like about them. They're awesome. They're set up exactly to do, you know, reverse trios. You know, you can get a female to go in here and deposit, and the male goes in there and fertilizes, and then you can get her to go to the other side, and then, you know, she'll do deposit eggs over there, and the male will fertilize over there, and bada bing, bada bang. They're really good. I haven't done an update on them, but the first time that I get a spawn on them, I'll show you guys. I've just had 2 of them. I actually need to make another one. I was at the hardware store not too long ago looking for slate, and they didn't have exactly what I wanted, but I need to make some more because I really like it, just about as good as any pleco cave. And, you know, the size, you know, you can make them bigger. So, like, let's say you've got some bigger plecos. You can make them bigger, you know. Yeah, I like them a lot. Dan Slee says, and you can still have a clear water tank with a light tannin load and lots of biofilm and humic acid to complete his bedroom. Yeah, I had somebody in the chat one night tease me if I would make my bed a water bed, I could put some fish in it, and then I'd have a full setup. Rob Meyer says, the plecos that hide all the time, are you able to change that when you breed them? What I'm basically going to do, Rob, is I'm going to pull them out into a smaller system. So right now it's working really good. I've got the sides, except for one viewing panel, and the bottoms all blacked out. I've got lids on the tanks, and I've got my Cheese Creek L393s already in there. And the tanks are blacked out. Even during the daytime, they're dark. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm trying to, and I also put some dithers in there with them too. I'm trying to make it as much like a natural setting as possible. You know, these plecos aren't, you know, really in 2 inches deep of water with direct sunlight all day long. You know, they're in the depths, you know, they're under big pieces of wood, big rocks, and different things like that. So it's dark down there, even during the daytime when the sunlight. So right now my tanks are darked out all day long, and there's very little ambient light that can get in there. I mean, very little at all. You have to, even during the daytime, use a flashlight to see. So on these that I'm talking about, the L183 Starlights, they were a wild caught, and they just don't come out in the light at all. They like to stay out, you know, hidden out all day long until it's dark and then come out. And whenever the males and females aren't around each other very often, it makes it hard to get them to spawn, you know, because like these females in this 40-gallon breeder were in there a whole year before they even saw a male. And I just noticed that they were full of eggs. And then if I put a male in there, I would get a spawn. And I ended up with 200 eggs in 48 hours. I got it to happen. And, you know, those females, you know, if they're not ever running into a male and a male isn't trying to trap them in a cave or something, it might not happen, you know. So I'm trying to think of ways to get them into a smaller system. This is what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to breed them in a small system, pull their eggs out, and then once they get to a certain age, put the wigglers in a bigger system. Now, you got to be careful at the beginning, because if you put them in too big of a system, they don't find food. You know, they can starve if you're not careful. So your success rate is better if you go up a size and get them to a pretty decent size and then put them in a big system and grow them out. But I'm wanting to, instead of doing these big breeding tanks, I'm wanting to start doing some smaller breeding tanks. And I'm just testing it out to see how it will work. But my 182s, you know, I've got like 3 of those that will come out during the light, but 3 of them that won't come out until it's dark too. Yeah, Geo Aquariums, the Sargent Tank ones are awesome. I'm pretty sure I told the sizes that you got to cut everything on that video. And it was a lot of fun to make that video. That saw, and I ended up getting to keep that saw. The saw is really nice. It cut the tile really good, but the water level thing, you know, I didn't go above the water level, and it was just spraying slate water all over me. It was a lot of fun. He will run out of space sooner rather than later. Yeah, definitely. I'm already out of space. Joel G is in the house. What is up, buddy? Benjamin P says, don't forget to hit that like button, folks. 'Tis the season to show the love. Thanks a lot, Benjamin. We got about 15 minutes left here. If anybody else has any questions, I've probably got time for like 3 or 4, the way I'm blabbering on tonight. Devin Pepper says, Jeffro, have you ever heard of the snowflake ancestris? I want a male and a female so bad. They're beautiful with white dots and deep black color. Yes, I have seen those, and I believe one person, if you're looking for them, one person that does breed those is Eric Bodrock. I can't remember the name of his website. If anybody is in here that knows what Eric's website is, I can't remember the name. But I'm pretty positive he has snowflakes. He's even got some Cheese Creeks, the L393, and a couple of years ago he spawned them, and I'm pretty sure he's the only one in the U.S. so far to spawn them. So it's really exciting. Like whenever I put them in the tank this last weekend, and last night poured that pheromone water in there, and then they started caving up, and I mean, like the male is even caved up right now and fanning. Like, that's exciting to me because even though that doesn't mean they are going to breed, that's one step closer. They got to spawn in a cave, I hope. And it's exciting because if I can get these to go, it's like, it's a big deal. You know, I mean, there's not very many of these out there in the hobby at all. Not very many at all. So I'm really excited about it. Just got home and melted into the couch. I don't blame you one bit. Don't blame you one bit, man. Fish Keeping Jamaica. Guys, come on, hit that like. What's up with that? Devin says, I saw that on LRB. He was the one that made me want them. Yeah, they're nice. His are really nice, too. He's got some really nice adults. And I love the way that they're the tail kind of curves at the end and gets to a point. They really are nice. They really are. Jeffro experience with featherfin catfish tips. I have not ever kept a featherfin. At the first of the year, I'm going to get some lucipennis. I'm really looking forward to it too. They're growing out right now and they're cute little boogers. I think they only get to like 3 or 4 inches long. I'm going to get like 10 of them like in January. I can't wait. Devin, they're not all that great in person. Jeffro, on the Flu Ball 3.0, do you know what white to get to set higher intensity for the plants? There are 3 whites, cold, pure, warm. Do you have any thoughts, and do you use the 3.0 lights? I have never got the 3.0. I've only always bought cheap lights. You know, it's one of those things where I really do need to, especially for my really nice planted aquariums. I think my plants would do a lot better on an expensive light. And it's not like I have to buy one for every one of my tanks, you know. So, but I can't help you. I don't really know. What are the blue ones that he had again? I didn't watch that whole video. I started watching it, and it was late last night, and I got so tired I had to go to bed. Mile High Pleco says, I can see if he has fry if you want me to look into it for you. I think Eric Bodrock named the Cheese Creek Pleco. I think he was the one that first captured it or collected it, I think is what you would say. Yeah, I'm really excited to work with them. I mean, to have them in my fish room, like the video that I made the other day, I've had them now for 6 weeks, and they have colored up so nice. I didn't get to get too long of footage of them because the male is huge, guys. I mean, he's as long as a 7-inch specimen container. I mean, he is huge. He's got a great big head, and he is colored up and just looks magnificent. I mean, one of the best plecos that I've ever seen, actually. And I just didn't get to video him very long. I didn't want to stress them out very bad. Cichlid 23 says, Jeffro, I bought the Phoenix 30-inch light and my bulbitis didn't make it. Shouldn't the Phoenix grow low to mid-light plants? That's another one I've never had the Phoenix lights. I know the Jeffro's Experience, JRE. What's that light that you keep, John? The lights that John Bedker that's here in the chat have, I like a lot because they've got these timers on them where they all shut off, so you don't have to have separate timers. And he's got them on all of his aquariums, at least 90% of his aquariums. I'm sure it's probably more than that. But also, you know, they come on and they go off, you know, I mean, it's just really nice. And then there's some kind of trick he was telling me that when the power goes off and they reset, you have to reset them all. But other than that, I mean, he's never had any problems with them. The gold speckles on the Cheese Creeks are super cool. Yeah, mine don't really have any gold speckle. Well, yeah, they kind of do. They've got like this little, they've got a lot of texture to them, but they do have some gold shine texture, just little bitty, tiny little, it looks like little pieces of gold thread that are just placed, like a million of them. They're just gorgeous. Eric collected them with Michael Barber and Go Wild Peru. Michael named the creek Cheese Creek. Awesome. And Sistrus is a bristlenose, but any of them will breed in a 30. I do a little of breeding in 20 longs. The crazier they are, the more expensive. Is the Phoenix 24/7 that he has? Say the guy who only uses flashlights, Trevor. Yeah, no kidding, right? All right, how much time do we got left? We got about 7 minutes left. I would say we got room for one more question. Here we go. Sunshine Aquatics says, Jeffro, how's the long fin super red eggs doing? That's a very good question. So I'm making a video on that, so I can't tell too much. But basically, this long fin super red thing is I figured out what the recipe is to create the long fin super red. As you guys know, that, you know, super red plecos don't exist in the wild. And the long fin sure don't exist out in the wild. But there's a way to get them to breed. You know, they were created by man. So you've got to breed certain plecos together over a period of time to get them to happen. And, you know, it's like a 2 to 3 year, you know, 2 years is really crazy if you can get it done, but like, it's like a 3-year long deal. But it took about a week, but I did get the first spawn of the recipe done. It took about a week, but I got it done. I just pulled the eggs last night. They'll turn into wigglers while I'm gone this weekend. So basically what I got to do is, you know, there's going to be some long fin super reds in this one, probably, maybe. It doesn't matter because I don't need that one, but there's probably going to be some long fin chocolates and albinos. There's going to be some short fins in it. There's like probably 40 eggs. But there's a certain one that I'll be looking for in there. And I got to make for sure and keep it healthy and protected. It has to be a female. And that's what's so hard about it too, is like, I might not get the one that I need out of this first spawn. Chances are I will, but I might not. So, you know, it's a difficult task. I'm not doing it to where I can be the one. And basically, the reason why you're doing this is, like, let's say I get a longfin super red in this spawn. Well, I can sell it and everything or give it away or whatever. But if someone buys 5 longfin super reds out of this clutch right here, they're not going to breed true. You know, they're going to get some different colors in it. So you can't really sell them as a longfin super red, if that makes sense, you know, because they're not going to breed true. So you have to breed those colors out of them, and it's a long, lengthy process because basically it takes you 3 spawns to do it. The first spawn is, you know, a certain color, and then that spawn that you get out of that, you take a certain color of that and breed back to one of the other spawns, and then you take those, which is a year from now, because these can take up to a year to get to sexual maturity, and then you take, you know, that one and you spawn it, which can take a while to get it going. You spawn it back to one of those other colors, and then you take one of those out of there and you spawn it back to a red. And then once you do that, you should have a straight line on that 3rd spawn. So we'll see. I'm doing it for a project, you know, like. And another thing also, you know, when this is all said and done and I have super red longfins, they'll be worth more to me because I made the line. You know, I mean, I did all the work to get the line straight, if it all works. All right, we've got about 3 more minutes. The fish nerd is in the house. What's up, Jason? Jadron Aquatics. I don't know if you guys have seen his video, but I was dying laughing the other day whenever I watched it. But he made a rap song. He's a rapper, man. You know, he made a fish nerd song, and it's really kind of funny. It shows that he really is a fish nerd. No offense, Jason. No offense, but oh, it was funny. Jeff from Valley Fish said, sounds like a new playlist. Yeah. Do you think a bristlenose would eat the slime coat off of a fancy goldfish? Kind of doubtful. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, Jason says I'm no rapper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I bet you some record labels are looking at that song. Oh, man. It was a good one, though. Yeah, Big City Betta says that his roomies are so sick of hearing me blast your rap. That's funny. Science Gal Aquatics has the last question of the night. Do you know anything about Punnett squares? Learned it in genetic class. I do not. That was an easy question to answer. I don't even know if I was even pronouncing it right. Punnett squares, Punnett squares. I do not. You'll have to teach me all about it. Mikey is going to be right back, and my stream is going to be shut down. Seek the slime of the fish. Yeah, it very well could. I mean, depending on what kind of goldfish, too. If it's a slow-moving goldfish, I would say it probably could. All righty. So I didn't look up to see what video is going to be up tomorrow, but I have a video up tomorrow. So make sure and check that out. It's bound to be a good one. I did a Christmas video that will come out on Christmas Day. Of course, I'll be talking to you guys about it before it happens, but it's kind of funny. I had a lot of fun making it. Let's see. Other than that, Saturday night I will be back. I'll be going live from my mom's house. It'll just be a little mobile stream. I don't know how long I'll go. Just kind of depends. Just to fly by the night. Anyhow, thanks for everybody that came out tonight. Hopefully this one ended up being a little bit better audio and visual. And yeah. So we will see you guys Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Peace out, y'all.